Hi children, good morning. Today I will be sharing with you the words and meanings of the chapter, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. This is from Honeycomb, it's for class 7th, chapter number 4. I would be sharing the words and meanings of part 1 in this particular video. For part 2, I'll be sharing another video very soon. This chapter is very, very important for all the students because it has a different content as compared to the other stories. It is a Japanese story and it is very much different from any other story. So just pay attention to the words and meanings. They are very, very important for you. The words and meanings which I'm presenting over here are not present anywhere, not on Google, not in the book and anywhere else. They are detailed. You will not find a single word which is difficult and it's not here. It is there in the words and meanings. And even the simplest word which I found that my students cannot understand, I have given the meaning over here. So we will start with the words and meanings. The name of the chapter, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. The first word is Damion. We spell it as Damion, but the spelling is Daimios. The meaning is Japanese feudal lord who is respectable and a large landowner. I'm repeating, Japanese feudal lord who is respectable and a large landowner. The next word is dame. Dame means an elderly or a mature woman. Here we have used the word dame for that old couple, old lady who is the wife of that old man, who is a good couple. So the dame is an elderly or a mature woman. The third word is crepe. Crepe is a kind of cloth. Mostly it's a kind of cloth. Yet, yes, you get crepe paper for your art and craft, but crepe mostly is a kind of cloth. Number 4 is snug. Number 4 is snug. Snug means comfortable, something which is warm and cozy. That is snug. Coming to the next one, the word snug here is used for Muko, Muko the dog. He snugged as any cat. Number 5 is tidbits. Tidbits means small pieces of tasty food. Tidbits means small pieces of tasty food. Number 6 is chopsticks. What are chopsticks? Now, chopsticks are mostly used all over the world for eating noodles and rice and sushi and mostly Oriental dishes which we eat, the Chinese and Japanese and the Korean dishes. They are the small, thin, tapered sticks of wood, ivory or plastic used as eating tool. The materials used for making a chopstick are wood, ivory or plastic. Small, thin, tapered sticks of wood, ivory or plastic used as eating tool. Number 7 is hoe. Hoe that which that old man was carrying to the farm. Hoe is a long-handled gardening tool. Now, I have written in bracket the word kudal. Kudal is the Hindi meaning of that word hoe. We call it kudal in Hindi. So, it's a long-handled gardening tool. Coming to number 8, the word is spade. It's a tool with a sharp-edged rectangular metal blade and a very long handle. And now in Hindi, it's called fabra. If you've heard of it, these are all farming tools which are mostly used by the farmers all over the world, even in India, in US, everywhere. The same tools are used if you're doing a manual farming, not the mechanical or machinery farming. But if you're doing a manual farming, you're going to the farm, you carry certain tools with you to dig the land or something. So spade, hoe, these are certain tools. Spade in Hindi is called favra and the English meaning is a tool with a sharp edged rectangular metal blade and a very long handle. Number 9 is otentosama. Otentosama is a Japanese word. In Japanese language, the sun is called otentosama. Number 10 is heron. Heron, or some people call it heron. A large fish-eating bird with long legs. In Hindi, it's called bagula. It's a white colored, mostly white colored. Yes, somewhere you get black or gray also, but white is the most popular color of a heron. It's a large fish-eating bird with long legs. You can see it near the small lakes and ponds. It's in the water, even on the land. It's a beautiful bird, heron. Number 11 is sod. Sod is the surface of ground with grass on it. The surface of ground with grass on it. Number 12 is winning. Winning is making a high-pitched sound. Mostly dogs and cats and animals, they make this winning sound. It's a loud cry kind of sound. Number 13 is lively. Lively here is not related to live or life. It's related to something which is forceful and very fast. Going to the next one, that would be number 14. That is gleamed. I have told you many times in my other chapters also, gleamed is a very popular and a very common word. It's related to shine, the glaze of any surface. So gleaming or gleamed is shined or shiny. Number 15 is plentifully, in abundance, too much, enough. That is plentifully. Number 16 is petted. Petted is stroking or patting. When we pat someone, here the old couple petted Muko, that is the dog. So they stroked and patted or petted him on the back. Number 17 is smothered. Smothered is a relationship of love, affection, and kindness between a parent and a child. Just note down the meaning very carefully. A relationship of love, affection, and kindness between a parent and a child. But here, we are not talking of a relationship between a parent and a child. Here, we are talking of the relationship between the old couple and the dog. So this smothered, that means they just cared with a lot of kindness and affection for their dog. Number 18 is coaxed. When we coax someone, we gently persuade someone to do something. Coaxed means gently persuading to do something. Coming to the next one, that is dainties. Number 19 is dainties, something good to eat, some delicacies. Dainties mostly given to animals. Yes, we do give dainties to kids also. So it can be any goodies to eat, edibles or delicacies. Delicacies are good food. Number 20 is covetous. Covetous, showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else. Covetous is a negative word, negative desire to have or grab something which doesn't belong to you, which is someone else's stuff, but you want it. So covetous meaning is showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else. Number 21 is flung. Flung means throwing something forcefully. So you'll write down the meaning, throw forcefully. Number 22, mourning. When we are feeling sad about someone's death or someone's demise or something tragic which has just happened, it is not necessarily death, but in the context of this chapter, we are using the word death because the old couple mourned about or mourned for the death of Muko, their dog. So mourning here is feeling sad about someone's death. Mortar and pestle are a very common words. These are very common words. So mortar is a cup shaped pot in which something is crushed. I think most of us, we have a mortar, a manual mortar at home which we use to crush cardamom or some almonds, or crush a small thing like black pepper. So mortar is a cup shaped pot in which we crush something. Something is crushed. 24 is mill. Mill is a grinding tool or mixer. It can be manual, it can be an electronic gadget for you. So a grinding tool or a mixer is called mill. Chisel, a long bladed hand tool with a cutting edge. Chisel is a long bladed hand tool with a cutting edge. Goody me. Goody me is a good person or hero. You call yourself goody me when you're a good person, you feel you're a good person or you're a hero. So you call, oh, goody me. You say it that way. Number 27 is hag. Hag means a witch. Witch necessarily is A bad person or a good person? It's not necessary that witch could be bad. There are good witches, but in this particular chapter, again, I'm using the context of the chapter only. Hag means a bad witch, but you will write the meaning as a witch. Number 28 is mass. Large body of matter is mass. Number 29 is stingy or stingy, as some people call. Stingy can be mean, bad, tasteless, awful, anything which is negative. Stingy is mean, bad. Number 30 is furious. Furious means angry, very, very angry. That is furious. Number 31 is heaped. Heaped means having the content piled above the brim or edge. I will explain it this way, that if you take a spoonful of salt, supposingly, and the salt is uh, filled in the spoon to the top, till the brim or edge of the spoon, that is a heap full of salt. So heaped is having the content piled above the brim or edge. Number 32 is tomb. I call it tomb, you can call it tomb, but I call it tomb. A large underground vault for burying the dead. It's a large underground vault for burying the dead. It is a ditch kind of thing where you bury the dead, you cover it with the soil or mud, and then you can place something on it showing that there is a tomb here. You can't leave it unattended. You have to put something, a stick or a board or a placard of the name of the person who is buried over there. So tomb is a large underground vault for burying the dead. Number 33 is incense. Incense is something burnt to get a sweet smell. It can be a spice, a gum, or anything else. In Hindi, it's called agarbatti. We use it at home, we use it in temples, churches, and most of the religious places. And even on tombs, we put incense sticks, which give a sweet smell. Number 34 is spirit. Spirit is the soul, non-physical part of a person. We all have the soul, and spirits, mostly you can say it's all about the non-physical part of a person. You can't see a spirit, you can't see a soul. It exists, but you can't see it. Number 35 is scraped. Drag or pull a hard surface to remove the dirt. When we want to remove the dirt, or we want to just smoothen a surface, we scrape it. So the meaning here is drag or pull a hard surface to remove the dirt. Number 36 is pound. Repeatedly hitting or striking something to make a powder or paste. When we want to crush something to a powder or paste, we pound it. We keep on hitting it, striking it, and using something hard to just make a powder or paste of something which is solid. We pound that solid thing. Number 37 is dough. Yes, it's not duff, it's dough, D-O-U-G-H. A thick mixture of flour and liquid used for making bread and pastry. We use dough to make bread and pastry, and in India and many other places of the world, we use dough to make roti or chapati also. So dough is a thick mixture of flour and liquid used for making bread and pastry. Coming to number 38, that is envious. When we are envious, we are jealous. It's not a good feeling, it's a bad and negative feeling, negative expression, but we all are humans and we all carry different expressions, moods, and feelings. So envious is a natural expression to many of us. So envious means jealous. Here, that bad old couple was jealous of the good old couple. Coming to 39, and that probably is the last word, that is peeped. P-E-E-P-E-D. Peeped means looked quickly through a narrow opening. When we peep into a door, a window, or a ventilator, we just look quickly through a narrow opening. That is called peeped or peeping. That's it for part 1 of the ashes that made trees bloom. I'll be back with another YouTube video very soon with the second part, and I'll be coming with another video. This is more like an audio video where I'll be explaining the chapter thoroughly, the ashes that made trees bloom. Do watch, do like, and share, and subscribe to my channel. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Take care.